Prosecutors is back. Sam and oh God, what's up with you? Hip Hop Uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip Hop Uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam and riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive.
Interested in promoting your brand, business, or talent on Hip Hop News Uncensored? Hit me up right now at advertise@hiphopun.com. That's advertise@hiphopun.com. Hit me ASAP. Very affordable rates. Now to our regularly scheduled program.
Peace, man. We in the building for another episode. We stopped keeping count about a year ago. We probably at like 500 something, probably. Who knows?
1,000 shit.
Hell yeah, but definitely appreciate you guys listening, man. Let's jump into this, real quick. It's gonna be short today, but we're gonna talk about this today. Now, R. Kelly is due to go to trial next week, the 9th of the month, and he's going to be, it's going to be held in Brooklyn. Now, prosecutors are allowing the evidence that R. Kelly was married to an underage Aaliyah. They're putting this in, his case coming up soon. Now, again, everybody kind of knew this, obviously, and they're pretty much trying to put this in the page of his character. Like, all right, look, this is on record. We got, the hard copy that he married this woman. He dealt with this woman while she was underage. This is why he did so-and-so with so-and-so. Now, if you guys can remember, also a couple of weeks ago, they threw a story out there. I'm not sure if this is going to be allowed as evidence in the trial, but they kind of threw a story out there about a kid, 16 or 17-year-old that R. Kelly supposedly met, at McDonald's and tried to, come on to the kid. But, this is... a lot of people saying they're reaching with this, but even though I think, maybe their case might not be as strong as, it should be to take him down, I think that the fix is going to be in with R. Kelly, because I think they wanted him before when they couldn't get him back in late 90s, and now they brought this case back up, and now they want to get him, and I think they're going to get him right now, but I'm not sure how strong the evidence is, being as though this stuff was so long ago. Even if this sticks with the Aaliyah thing, is that going to be enough to get him a conviction about the other people that supposedly came out on him?
I think if there's a jury, I think that R. Kelly's in trouble because they're already destroying him in the court of public opinion.
Right.
And this has been going on for years and years and years. Now, I'm not going to sit back and say that I believe there's a conspiracy theory against R. Kelly. I truly don't know. We've been hearing this shit since we were kids. We've been rocking to his music since we were kids. We all heard about the sex tape when we were children. I remember hearing about it when I was out in the University of Delaware, messing around with some chicks and watching and hearing about the Jones. So it's been around for a very, very long time. Yeah. And so is the whole Aaliyah thing. Now, what's very unfortunate about this is all coming on the heels of some more Aaliyah's music being brought back to the forefront. I think her family announced last year that it would be brought to the forefront that time this year at this time.
Never released stuff, I guess?
Yeah, they're going to start really putting out some stuff. And now we not only have to do this, but now we have to bring back the R. Kelly shit. And it just puts a little bit of a taint on even such a great thing coming back with hearing some Aaliyah's music. But getting back to R. Kelly, nobody knows, man. We all have our speculation. We've been talking about this since this podcast has started, because this has been going on since that. And I just really, truly believe if there is a jury, I think that they already have this man deemed as guilty. I don't know what kind of time he gets. I do agree with you on the aspect that I don't believe the prosecution has much evidence against him. This is why I think that they're going so hard in the media to smear this man's name. That's calculated. That's not by mistake. And I think that it doesn't matter if the prosecution has a lot of evidence. We've seen cases where it doesn't really even effing matter. They got it. If somebody deems you guilty, you're guilty. And
So you say that you don't think there's no chance this could be a witch hunt for R. Kelly at all?
Is it a witch hunt? I would have to say why.
Yeah.
What did he do? And I'm not trying to be an asshole. His music is some of the greatest music of all time. We love R. Kelly. But when you even look at a Bill Cosby and you bring up the argument of him trying to buy NBC, him trying to do things from a power perspective that was threatening the powers that be, and maybe some infrastructure behind that. What did R. Kelly do to do that? Was it the ownership of his music? Was he on a Michael Jackson tip where he was trying to gain ownership behind the scenes? What was going on to deem that man a target for them to say, we're going to take him down? Or was there things going on Man, we don't know.
Do you think? Can you compare this at all to Bill Cosby? Any correlations to you, or two totally separate things?
Outside of them being two black men, I don't see any correlation.
Yeah.
And it just striking a nerve in our community that we've been wrong and unjustly convicted in these court systems for so long that when we finally get somebody good, whether they be good or evil, we just automatically assume that somebody did something to us, and that's us. That's me sitting here as a black man saying I do the same thing. So
Right.
I don't. All I see the comparison between the two brothers is them being black men. That's it.
Yeah, definitely. It was this. I don't know if you heard about this. Speaking on Aaliyah, it was an author that came out. She has a book, and she's pretty much that claiming that Aaliyah, didn't want to go on the flight that day that she passed away. That she was, drugged. That's what she claimed. I don't know if there's any proof to that. I haven't heard anything over the years, but did you hear that? And what do you think about that?
Definitely heard that. I heard that Aaliyah at the time was so drugged up that she didn't even know she was on a flight. It got that deep.
Right.
I just wish this stuff would come out a little. And I know everything comes to light, and they
Right.
try to put things behind for a very long time. We heard the speculations with Left Eye when she passed away, and the very mysterious things behind that with Dr. Sabi and things like that. Now, we've always heard things about Aaliyah and the people and the things that she was rolling with, and why it would make sense for something like this to happen. But bro, man, oh man. Why now? I don't know. It's so much that could come out now, and there's so many ways social media can spin it and people can believe it that anybody could put anything up.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. You got to try to bring proof, and how do you know?
Right.
Like, you got a source when you talking to somebody. You couldn't have been talking to somebody on the plane because everybody passed away. So maybe somebody that was worried before she got on the plane. I don't know, but I think the official cost from what we know is like they said it was too heavy, like it was too much luggage or something there. I think that's why the plane crashed. But who knows, man? That was a long time ago.
Yeah, and we've seen these situations. I'm thinking about Kobe right now. They're going to say something that they've already kind of snuck those little nuances in there. 10, 20 years down the line, and somebody going to come out and saying something was
And then
a
it's
little off
like,
with
all
that.
right, you're saying, okay, she didn't want to go on the plane. She was drugged. So you kind of insinuating that maybe she, they was going to crash the plane. Like they want to take on the plane to crash her.
And it was a suicide mission. Everybody on the plane knew that.
Right. It's like, why, she could have got, God forbid, drug, shot, anything. I mean, there's all different ways you can take people out, poisoned.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. But maybe we'll reach out to the author and have her on the show and ask her. I think that'd be dope and see what she has to say in person about this.
Definitely look at some of them sources for sure.
Definitely, man.
Indeed. What else we got over there? Anything?
Yeah, I think I'll see one more other thing, man. Let's talk about this real quick, man. A little Durk pretty much came out and said he'll no longer be performing songs that will be dissing the dead. Now, Little Durk was pretty much, known for dissing the dead, as well as other rappers, not only in Chicago, but all over. And like I said before, this dude, man, it seems like everybody around this dude is passing away. You know what I mean? His brother, his artist, his cousin. I'm like, dang, dog. And then he gets into the shootout, about a month or so ago, I think it was. And I think it's a good move, though, because one thing is like, you don't want to keep on throwing fuel on the fire. Like, all right, you're beefing. Okay, let's not throw fuel on the fire because, it's only going to end up a few ways. Like, you're in the rap game, you're still doing this gang shit. Eventually, somebody's going to try you on that. I don't want to see it happen to none of these dudes. I wish the D dudes could, make their money, become billionaires, and just keep entertaining us. But a lot of these dudes is in the street. They dissing cats. They and next thing you know, you end up going, man. I don't want to see that happen to this brother. So that's a good move for him.
Yeah, and I think that this kind of points to the fact that these kids, and these young cats, and we've all been there, they portray a certain mindset and a certain lifestyle, but when they put their head down at night and they look at their family, they don't want to die.
Nope.
They don't want to fucking die. Who wants to not be here tomorrow to continue to smile and live life and do what you want to do and get pussy and just enjoy whatever you enjoy doing?
Yep.
Who wants to go and cut that short? Now, when you get a certain age, you come to grips with it, and it's a piece behind that. But that's after a life. That's after you live. That's after you've accomplished and did things. And these kids, they get into these lifestyles, and then they get into the game of music, and it's portrayed in front of millions of people, and they're almost put on certain pedestals even higher, and make them do it and get the thirst to do it even more. That they become to like a fork in the road where it's like, damn, I'm really gonna die. I don't know if you've seen what Quando Rondo said. He said, "I've lived by the gun my whole life. I expect to die by the gun." Like,
Damn.
that kid is feeling something inside, and I'm not in that lifestyle. I'm not in the streets. I'm 37 years old. I ain't been in that world in a very long time. But it's like, I just feel for these kids, man. And I think it's a smart decision. I think it just he's looking himself in the mirror and seeing how mortal he truly is, looking at everybody fall around him. It's got to change your ways, fellas. Let's do
Especially
it.
somebody running up in the crib.
Yeah.
You in Atlanta somewhere outside of Atlanta. You ain't even in Chicago. That's a crazy situation. But yeah, man, these that's crazy that Rondo actually said that though.
Yeah.
But that's the reality, for a lot of our children in inner cities and even suburbs, they just I think it comes from, not to get too deep into it, just like remember when we kind of came up, we kind of had people that stared us. We could have went either way we wanted, but we had people that wasn't going to kind of let you.
Yeah.
When these people coming up, they don't have that, though it's a shame that they don't have that person or persons or that village, grandma and grandfather. They're like, hell no, boy. You gonna go do this. I don't give a damn if you don't want to do it. You're going to go do this. And then they get involved with the wrong crowd of people at a young age. The next thing you know, it's like that's all they do. You've been to school with cats. I've known cats, been to school with cats that as soon as they was young, they was dealing, they was toting guns. They was like 13, 14, like just getting their shit wet. And that's all they know. So it's sad, man. I just hope that, we can continue to raise more people and more role models and more of a village atmosphere to help our children to steer them the right way.
Even, as you say that, man, I sit back and reflect on some of them brothers, and some of them are really good friends. Some of them spent the night over cribs and played ball at things. And if they ain't dead, and this is real shit, if they ain't dead, they locked up for a very long time. Or they somewhere in the corner, drugged the fuck out like a bum. Like, it's no real end-all, be-all in sight if you continue to live that life, man. It's only very few options, and none of them are good. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, like I said, short show today, man. We definitely appreciate you guys, listening as long as you did. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you guys go ahead and smash the like button, share the video, go down to the description box and follow us on all our Instagram, social media platforms and all that, Twitters and all that, man. We definitely appreciate, you guys once again. Another episode of the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast.